There we go. And usual retweets and stuff. Let's get it. There we go. Hello, Rusty Fraggle. How are you? Let's put on some music. Got some a spooky Nintendo mix. And I am alright, but I feel like I am maybe getting sick. I don't know. You know when you wake up and your bones kinda feel a little bit weird and your breath feels a little bit heavier than usual and you're like not really sick, but you can feel it coming. So today we're doing a very simple paleo art. I recently woke up and some hours. Like I'm not really like I'm not ippy. I'm just feeling a little bit off. Yeah, it might be. It might be, especially because I had multiple hospital visits or routine stuff. Like I had a oculist and another thing. So I came in contact with a lot of people. So we are doing something very simple because also I want to dedicate a bunch of stream to the Princess Link X Piranha Plant idea. Hello, Dragneel. So we're doing an Ediacaran creature, which is very, very simple. But you know, still worthy of love. So this is a Charnia or Carnia. I'm not sure how it's. Again, I'm good. I'm feeling though I might be growing a little bit of a fever today, but I'm not too sure because I did sleep a bunch, so I should be well rested. But I'm feeling a little bit weird. You know when you feel like your head is a little bit heavy for no reason. Oh yeah, I hope so, Rusty. Yeah, you told me that you had a bunch of issues with that. So this creature is fascinating, like most of the Ediacaran, because not a plant. This is an animal. This is a Charnia, and it's basically one of the very earliest animal we have ever discovered. And it's interesting because at that stage, it was earlier than the Cambrian. At the stage, life didn't quite know what to do, so it was making shit up, essentially. One of the interesting things, you may notice something very subtle, but pretty much most life on Earth now has bilateral symmetry. In the Diacaran, that wasn't like a rule. So if you can notice, like, this is weird. It isn't symmetrical. It evolves kind of like this. There was another animal that evolved as a fractal, which is also super interesting. Also, this is not a little guy. Like, this could grow as big as a human being. Yeah, I did a spooky playlist, but I'm not sure if it's good. Yeah, maybe it's better to do something more relaxing and cute, I feel. Uh, let's try Sonic chill music. Yeah,
Chissà quanto vale la nostra auto.
yeah. It's fun for you? Okay, then. Then I can keep this up. The story of Charnia is also a bit of a story about sexism in paleontology because, like, so for a long while, it was thought that no life happened before the Cambrian. Or if it was life so minimal that it couldn't fossilize. And then a girl found a fossil of this guy. And like, oh, maybe this is an ancient, like, feather or leaf or something. We should probably contact a paleontologist, And basically the paleontologists didn't take it seriously. And I was like, oh, it's whatever. And then a schoolboy, like a year later, did the same exact thing, and he suddenly discovered the Ediacaran. The girl was later recognized, but still, it kind of sucks. Kinda, yeah. Or like, there's always some. There's also like the opposite. I remember like there's stories of like the scientists begging the on-site workers, like, please do this in order to conserve the bones, and they didn't do it. And then every time they like broke shit. So it's not always the scientists, but the scientists sometimes can be a little bitch too. So this guy lived before even like the concept of predation was a thing. Like, stuff wasn't divided in prey and predator yet. Creatures just vibed. Yeah, so essentially what happened is like so these were the earliest animals, essentially. Before these were stuff like maybe some jellyfish and stuff like that. So what happened was, before these guys, basically the whole ocean was bacteria. It was just like microscopic algae and various form of bacteria. And that bacteria was like operating for pretty much 1 billion of years, which is a pretty fucking long time. So the whole ocean floor for a long while was essentially covered in organic material and slime, and various animals took advantage of it. They just chilled and decided, hey, I'm just gonna feed on the endless resources of the primordial soup. Yes, exactly. That happened until, hello Disgraziator, until a goddamn worm decided, hey, wouldn't it be funny if I started digging? We are drawing an Ediacaran creature, one of the earliest animals. So everything was fine and dandy until a goddamn worm decided, what if we dig down the primordial soup and eat everything like a all-you-can-eat buffet? Because the other guys can only eat a little bit of the surface, but if we dig, we can have everything. So basically the whole ecosystem kind of dismantled, resources were scarce, and so other worms decided, okay, I need to now prey on other worms in order to survive. these limited resources. And other worms were like, oh, well, I need to evolve armor in order to protect me from the predator. And so the rest of life is history. Real. One guy could not resist the masculine energy, the masculine temptation to build a hole. And now everyone sucks. I don't recognize this one. What is it? Ah, Paper Mario Color Splash. I never played this. Yeah, but you know, you always need more holes. You can never have enough holes. Oh. Yeah, you're called 3D Bob. There is no hole in 3D. There's only hollow cylinders. Remember the experiment where we tried to dig the biggest hole, the deepest hole in human history? It stopped because it was getting so hot the drill was melting. Hello, Daisy. You know, this is so simple. I could do a 2-for-1 and also draw a Fractalus or whatever it's called. No, it's an animal. It's one of the earliest Fractofusus. Fractofusus. There we go. So, we were talking how this was kind of interesting because it had no bilateral symmetry and instead kind of evolved in a zigzag pattern. Yes, that's also an animal? This did another thing. This guy evolved in fractals, which is super interesting. We don't even... Actually, to be sure, I'm calling an animal because it's like what people, like scientists, agree on, but we are not sure. There could be something completely different. Like we have, you know how we had fungi that are neither plant nor animal? This could be yet another thing that we cannot properly define nowadays. Exactly, like broccoli. Except this was before whole the like the whole, you know, discovery of reproductions in seeds and, you know, pollination and stuff. So it just reproduced like that. It just maybe had a offshoot, and then from the offshoot it was still fractal. That caused it to never evolve, essentially. So it was kind of an evolutionary dead end, because like all the genes were always the same. There was no passage of anything. Just to be clear, this, do you want Extinct Zoo? No, I don't think so. I recently discovered an amazing YouTuber, which is still relatively small. Let me check it out. His name was Ginkgo. Yeah, I strongly recommend following Ginkgo Traces. You know, ginkgo, like the ginkgo leaf, and traces. They're making a wonderful series about every era of the past, starting from when the earth was a ball of lava. And it's so like drawn and very well explained. I strongly recommend. Yeah, I tried to get a spooky playlist since we are still close to Halloween. Or should I have Christmas music? It's November now. No, I can't stand people that start Christmas at November. Like, come on. Make it special. It's a December thing. Oh, no problem. Wait, it was Kill Hubs. Kill Hubs, right? Your name. You told me how it's pronounced. Kill Hubs. Not gonna lie, this guy kind of looks like freshly baked bread. Luca Comics. I have been to Luca Comics a bunch of times in my life. I gotta say, it started becoming so big and so full of people. I'm not really enjoying that much. But it was fun. Like, it's cool that it's a whole city that becomes a convention. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Disgraziator. It's also not gonna lie, my ex lives near Luca, so I'm scared to go near. Well, you should ask, how are they called? Colossal? Biogenics? Or something? Damn, drawing fractals is kinda hard actually. When do you stop? Okay, this is not looking too bad. Now it looks like very cracked bread. Yes, because everything that we have about the Ediacaran is very limited, so we basically have enclosed ecosystems. Wait, or maybe I'm mixing it up. Wait. Did Fractal Focus have, was it with Charnia? Fractal Fusus and Charnia. Let me check. Yes. They were found in the same places. Okay. I cannot have like make mistakes here. So like if you were like in the sea floors, of, say you went to a seafloor of the Ediacaran, it might have looks like this. You know? There's our boy here and our boy here. And then there is this guy too. I mean, Daisy Denton, if it can reassure you, they are literally armless. They have no weapons. They are incapable of harming. Weapons weren't invented yet. They had no poisons, no irritations, no anything. Okay, that makes sense. It's starting to kind of look like a brain, now that I think about it. Fitting of the spooky music. Damn, you have no armor, no teeth, no eyes, no nothing? Hey Sam! Give me an animal with nothing! Alright guys, I know this is not a pretty sight to behold, but once we're done here, we're drawing Princess Link. So your patience will be rewarded. Yeah, last week someone suggested, we were talking about Mario characters and stuff, and someone said that piranha plants looked kissable. So we had this idea now to draw Princess Link making out with a piranha plant. Love wins, hell yeah. This is not a spooky music. What is this? Oh, I saw the DM. I saw the DM, Kilap. Yeah, but we're making more normal piranha plant, not a Gijinka. Hold on, this one track sucks. What is this? Oh, it's Animal Crossing.
Prova Olia. Colore incredibilmente intenso e capelli dall'aspetto più sano.
Ad.
Olia.
When it came time to take things to the next level, I knew that I had to make a website, and Wix was.
Oh, you needed to make a website, bro. Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely cooking up some flu in myself. I can feel it. I can feel it coming. Oh, this is absolutely Grant Kirkhope. Also, both these guys couldn't move, by the way. Like, the fractal might look like a slug, but no, it was planted on the ground. Locomotion wasn't quite invented yet. At least for multicellular organism. Where would you want to go anyway? I don't know. To somewhere else with better sludge and slop to it. Mmm, soup. Primordial soup. So love is always great. 10 minutes again. Oh, yeah. Oh, by the way, yeah, I didn't. For people that join afterward, these guys were big. This leaf right here. You know. This is you. They were big boys. Not everyone was this big. But yeah, they were like they weren't like very tiny stuff. It was big stuff. Honestly, thing is, these guys specifically were on the seafloor, so they would probably not have colors, not have much colors. Like, I'm gonna go on a limb and say they were probably mostly colorless, maybe give a hint of some colors on the edges, maybe because maybe they feeded on bacteria that was colorful and some elements. This Pokemon, isn't it? What color is like white? Like, you know, color with like grayish white. There was colors wasn't invented yet. But you know, most deep sea creatures are like very dull colors, you know. So Charnia could be also in shallow water. That those probably were colorful, maybe. The thing is, what advantage would color bring at this point of evolution, you know? So if they had any color, it was accidental color, not like evolved color. I think these are the right idea of having it mostly be colorless and then have hints of color due to probably filter feeding. As for the hints of color, it would kind of be funny though if we made Fractotus look kind of like bread. So let's give it an orange, brownish color, I think. It would be funny. Let's also immediately draw the background stuff, so we have more to work with contrast. This is the underwater spooky music from Super Mario Galaxy, which is very fitting. could also add some transparent parts to the Charnia. Feels like it would fit because it's probably was pretty flat. Okay. Like something like this, you know? Hello, Arrow. I'm using your brush right now. I summoned you. I am actually experimented a lot with your brush. Yesterday too. I'm enjoying it a lot. Maybe I will touch it up, but this is really good for some form of shading, especially for the hair and like, you know, ribbony textures. It's really good. It's really good. Like, look how much texture is given to this creature. It was like, whoa, this song is really ominous and atmospheric and good. What is this? Luigi's Mansion 3? What are the thoughts on the normal blending mode versus flat? I've never tried. What is that? You are revealing secrets to me. Some may not treat the color more like heuristic paints, it is except you blend the yellow and blue, you get green in the middle. I think I have the normal blending because like I think I now vaguely remember what you're talking about. I think I have normal blending, like it because it feels harder to control with the like realistic blending. I really like how it's coming out. Like, this is very pretty. You have two versions of each other for normal and fancy bending. This is a Charnia. It's one of the earliest animals ever discovered. It's from the Ediacaran, even before the Cambrian. It's not even clear if it is an animal. It's most likely an animal, but it could be because it's not a plant. We know it's not a plant. That's it. But it could be something else entirely, like a new category, like the fungi. The only thing we discovered was earlier than this was like comb jellyfish and stuff like that. And today I do the 2-for-1. This is a Charnia and this is a Fractalus, another super early animal that grew in fractals. I mean, because my thought process was, this is so early that we didn't even have concept of predation and pollination and reproduction. So like what? And this is deep sea beings. So realistically, they wouldn't have color, right? I'm gonna add maybe some splotches of color, like because maybe the bacteria they ingested could be colorful. But there is no way they evolved colors for any reason at this point, right? Hello, Froggy. How are you? Wait, no, I did see it, but I forgot. Not as Peak as well. We could play Peak. I don't know if I buy. I could buy Peak. A slushy machine. That's nice. The thing about slushy machines, maybe not everyone, but the one I had were so hard to clean. And since it's all like fruit and stuff that you put in it. No wait, that's not the same thing as a slushy machine, maybe. That's more of a food processor that I'm thinking of. This song is almost sounding like the Clockwork Dancers. Oh shit, 23 viewers? Peak? We're almost at a new year record. So like I'm gonna add maybe some splooshes of colors here at the end of the feathering. Yeah, 24 viewer, we got a record, bros. Small steps, small steps. The slushy machine did it, yeah. Probably. I mean, root beer is often done with ice cream, so what the... It's probably good with cold stuff. Okay, the thing is over. The spooky music is over. Let's do Sonic chill music. This is not Sonic music. Oh yeah, the Fortnite, the Simpson Fortnite season, I gotta say, looks pretty impressive. I might try it out. Maybe we can have a Fortnite stream, chat. We can get them victory royales. The thing is, chat, do I want to reveal my negative Fortnite power level to yo, because I'm very, very bad, extremely bad at Fortnite. But I kinda do wanna see how they did the world. Like I don't know. I almost fear it would be a humiliation ritual if I stream Fortnite. But at the same time, I kind of wanna. Okay, the Charnia is pretty good. Charnia is pretty good. So now it's time to do the forbidden bread. What am I making? I'm making a Charnia and a Fractotus. They are very extremely early animals before even the Cambrian explosion happened. No, it's an animal. It's an animal that grew in fractals. Which, as I said before, actually wasn't a good idea. Because the thing with fractals is that you're always the same, so it was an evolutionary dead end. Still flabbergasts me that they just genuinely erased Apu. Couldn't they just change the voice actor? No, both of these are animals technically, so they might be something different. Like, we know they're not plant because of some trace stuff in the fossil. I'm not too smart. But essentially, like, we know that the processes of like how they digested essentially was not a plant. And also they were in the depth of the ocean. They had no light, so they couldn't be plant. There must have been animals or another category that we don't know and we don't have anymore. You know, like fungi. There could be another category like that. Okay, I could understand some of my sketch. At this point, life was pretty much making shit up and see what stuck. You know the meme of push them back with like, what did you do for Halloween? We just said, not much. I carved a pumpkin, my first pumpkin ever. I took some witchy pigs for the OnlyFans. I drew the witch Pauline pig. Okay, let's color the forbidden bread with some bread coloring. Now this looks like poo. Okay, this is better. The primordial poop. Also, another YouTuber, Pokemon AZ was Halloween. Yeah, maybe a little bit. Because it was the ending. Oh yeah, Froggy, I finished Pokemon AZ yesterday. I don't think you were on the stream. Again, I really liked all the build up to the finale. I really loved the all the gauntlet thingy. I wish the final boss was like a phase 1. Like it felt like it needed a phase 2. Like it was a perfect phase 1. Yeah, which is a bit of a shame, but still, I really enjoyed the game. I think I still prefer Pokemon Legends Arceus. I think still that's the best modern Pokemon game for me. But still, Pokemon Legends games have been really good for now. And I hope they continue to be good. Even though the next one is fucking Galar. Pokemon Legends ZA definitely knocks it out of the park for characters, though. The characters are so good and memorable, and they help you out multiple times and are recurring. Yes, thank you. More of these. Stop with the one and done characters, Game Freak. The forbidden bread. Yeah, well, that's it. Let's make it a little bit less saturated because, like, come on, realistically. It's funny how so far I haven't been able to identify none of these songs. What is this song? This is a Sonic playlist, by the way. Like, they're all good, but I cannot identify them. From Sonic Fungi. Of course I couldn't identify. What the hell, playlist? Yeah, I wonder why I can't identify these. Are those game good? The Spark game? What's wrong with Spark 2? Okay, I see. That makes sense then. Chat, would you eat the forbidden bread? No, 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 no. No. You can cook it. You can cook it. Raw. No. Okay, chat, how are we naming these guys? Bye, Arrow. Kaki. No, let's see. One is Kiki, another is Booba. Okay, help me out. Help me out, Froggy. What is this song? Tidal Tempest present JP. Okay. No, no, I'm not. No. Looks better without. Drew, that's another stream I need to do. I need to do the Sonic Unleashed thing. Thank you, Killabs. Okay, I'm gonna take like a 5 minutes break, even less, and then I will be back and we can dedicate our time to Link making out with a plant. The end of it. Alright, I'm back. We did the educational part. Now it's time for the lewd part. So the first thing is we need to like find an ideal pose. I don't want to do a full body necessarily. I want to do let's sketch down some ideas. So basically, again, we're making Princess Link making out with a with a piranha plant. Why are we doing this? I don't know. It came up in a dream. Hello, Trap Gears. How are you? Well, we just finished the paleo art for today. Stacking wall pipe? Huh, it could be stacking pipe, maybe. Could be stacking pipe. It could be in pipe. Wait. I need to visualize a little bit. I don't know if I'm picturing more like are they kissing or did they just kiss? That's the thing, because I feel like if I make them that they are kissing right now, it's hard to have a full just kissed. You think everyone is more like I'm gonna doodle a couple of poses. So like and they could be stuck in the tube. Yeah, the piranha plant lips are huge. Yeah, no, I'm seeing what you're meaning, Froggy. Do they have a string of saliva? I think Link should be looking shocked. Like, what the fuck just happened to me? But also a little bit lewd. Oh wait, what is this? What is this track? What is this track? I know this track. yeah, it is. I used to play winter games. So like Link is shocked and is kind of catching his breath. Wait, chat. What if? Trying to see word, but what if his legs are dangling out of the pipe? Hello, Vines. I think that would be hot, right? Like his fat ass is stuck in the pipe. Okay, you know me. I always feature creep my drawing. Yeah, we did something simple. We did this Vines. It's very early Ediacaran creatures. Trying to pose it right. Are you seeing the vision? Are you seeing the vision, chat? There is I'm picturing like there is kind of an old Fog Trap render that kind of has the expression I have in mind. I'm gonna see if I can find it. Fog Trap Link. I need to go back in time. See older Fag Trap stuff. Style replication? Depends on what style you mean. I have done some style replication, but oh, it is style. Ah, cool. Ah, cool. One day. Still looking. I misremembered a little bit, but kind of. Actually, let's not crop the. Let's crop out the nipple. You never know. Wireframes the animations. Who's that? I don't think I remember that name. Oh, bowling GIF. Yeah, I love that GIF actually. It's so funny. I did an art of that. I did draw the pin. I love this one. I love this track. Aquarium Park. What? Thank you for the follow, Mr. Speechy. I love Planet Wisp, but I think Aquarium Park deserves more love. Or the dancing? What? The dancing triangle comes from a Zelda animation? Is it supposed to be a Triforce? I had no idea. I mean, are the Zelda and Link design hot? I don't think so. Fuck no. Then why would you want that? Chat, I'm struggling. I'm struggling. You can feel the struggles in these lines. Sometimes it happens. But it's okay. If we struggle, at some point, Link will come out hot. But the plot must be easy, you know? Also, it's not gonna have an ass. It's gonna be very on model. What if we go for classic donut lips? The oil panic lady? Hold? I think I'm getting this. I think I'm going somewhere. See? Yeah. Okay, Froggy, how about this song? What is this song? Okay, it's gone. Okay, let the hair. The hair got to have some movement, like it just got released from the keys. No, this one is unleashed. This one I remember. Entire like very sweaty and like with saliva pouring down. I think he is gonna be clothed though. Maybe can have like a little bit of the dress kind of open, you know, like it was sort of undressed. Like have just enough of the dress to make clear that it's dressed as Peach. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I just love messing with Link. I know I should draw more characters that aren't Link, but every time I just go back to Link. It's just so perfect. It's my perfect little victim. Never change. No, I never stopped being to draw Link, but like I do wanna, you know, spice it up a little sometimes. Hello, old man. No, I should draw different Links. Froggy is right. I should draw more like, say, Ocarina of Time Link. The thing is, like, I like we have had the same Link for, yeah, I'm using it as sort of a reference. Though at the end of the day, I did. We have had kind of the same Link for what? 7 years now? 8 years? Okay, yeah, okay, there's Link's Awakening Link, but come on. Come on. Like, Nintendo, please. Like, give us a new Link. No, the robot guy doesn't count. We don't even know if that's Link. No. You see. I like. The thing is, the difference between me and you, Froggy, is that I like it. Like, I like it, but now it's enough. Like, I'm down for Age of Imprisonment, but after Age of Imprisonment, I don't wanna see these designs for like a decade at least. Legend of Hilda. Yeah, we should have more Hilda in our lives. I mean, I guess my Link is kind of indefinite. Like, it's not necessarily meant to be the Breath of the Wild Link. Yes, it's heavily inspired by the Breath of the Wild Link, but it's meant to be a Link that could be any reincarnation, you know? It doesn't need to be specifically that. First Lady Link. Oh shit, maybe once, but if I did, it was like extremely early in my drawing career, so it would probably look like shit. More testicle rape? What are you talking about, Froggy? What do you mean testicle rape? Okay, wait, what is this? This is one in Simmania. Press Garden, yes, Press Garden. Mating Fresco. I have stuck in my mind the fact that there was like a leak from V that said this level, Press Garden, that it was leaked, you know? It was gonna be called Sakura Synagogue. And like everyone was like, "What the fuck? It's not gonna be called that." And it was like, "Oh no," because it's kind of like a reference to Genocide City, you know, those old kind of names. Yeah, it's not gonna be called Sakura Synagogue. Who wouldn't find? And then it's always so sad to see how it seems like Sonic Team was fucking around with Mania. I think this composition is coming up real nicely. What do you think? Yes, I did see Froggy. But we're gonna make the piranha plant larger, I think. We're gonna make it more imposing. But maybe not too much, because then the lips would feel disproportionate with the face. No, I want an universal one. This drawing is already kind of high concept. We don't want to make it too niche. Okay, what is this one, Froggy? Okay. I should send this drawing to Doodle Wheel once I finish. I think he likes like kissing. He's like a kissing king. Like a huge smack. That if this does good, if this does well, we're making a sequel with a Chip Chip. This was much. You never know. You never know. Algo is a bitch. Fish blowjob. Yeah, it's true. Link did give a blowjob to Fish. Yeah, if nothing else, I should draw more Sidon. Because like I feel like tend to orbit more around Ganondorf, where like Sidon's hunk self is there. I have done some Sidon, but mostly when the Breath of the Wild hype was at its peak, so it was very early in my career again. Coyote Greenfish. That's such a weird. Okay, I have this sort of conspiracy theory about Tears of the Kingdom development. in the sense that I think they wanted to remove some elements that could have been read as homosexual or that homosexual people liked, because they gave Sidon a girlfriend. That is the first thing. They removed Cass, who was very popular among Bara4 race, and there is no Gerudo link anymore. Though there is still some pretty clothes and makeup and stuff. So like, I don't know, maybe not, because there are other stuff that are very gay in Tears of the Kingdom, so who knows? Yes, Sidon literally has a statue of Link riding him. Yeah, that's why I don't know. Maybe like, maybe it's completely unfounded, and it did always strike me as odd that they removed Cass. Like, it feels like, why would they ever remove Cass? That always struck me as odd. I still have the idea. I still had the idea that the development of Tears of the Kingdom was more troubled than Nintendo wants us to know. Due to COVID mainly. Okay, but yeah, I know. But like, some of that is kind of like an explanation, or like even outside of the game, like why would they want to remove that? You know? Like, why would they want to remove, say, a lot of the Zonite, the Sheik attack? Okay, because we don't want to, like, weight down the player with needing to, like, know the lore of the previous game, which is stupid. I'm not defending it, but I'm just, like, saying it has some reasoning. But Cass? Why remove Cass? Especially since it's not like they didn't want a recurring character. Hell, the whole Adson city is so well done in Tears of the Kingdom and completely continues from Breath of the Wild. The Yiga subplot completely continues from Breath of the Wild. So I don't know. Nintendo is imperscrutable, man. There is no way. Come on, yes, it is very cynical. Come on. I no shade on you, and I kinda hate this kind of logic. Oh, the developer added this clearly extremely fun thing because clearly they wanted the people to clip it. Like, come on. Maybe they wanted you to have fun. I do understand to people that are growing cynical or like, can you pet the dog and stuff like that. Because at one point, the idea of can you pet the dog was meant to be like a way to, like, a way to discern if the game had a lot of interaction. But after it got trendy, now everyone, regardless of interaction, adds a petable dog. So, like, it doesn't matter anymore. Though I gotta say, this, what I'm telling you now, is only limited to the dog specifically. Because I have seen people getting cynical or anything that's cute or whimsy, you know? Like, oh my god, you can speak to the bird in this RPG. This is clearly clip farming. Like, come on, bro. Like, let the devs have fun. Like, not everything is meant to, like, to farm clicks. And in some ways, Nintendo understood this because, like, for all the interaction that Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom offer, you cannot pet the dog. You can kind of play with the dog, but you cannot straight up pet the dog. Yes, it was an idea that someone suggested last week. So we're making Princess Link making out with a piranha plant. It seems people are fond of this idea. Did you do Paleo of the Day? Yes, I did this. They are very early animals from the Ediacaran. The most erotic Mario enemy statistically? Shy Guy? Does that count because of the Shy Girls? Now it has to be base design. I'm thinking. No, basic enemy though. Basic enemy, not. Not bosses. I'm thinking. Booze. Absolutely booze. So the canon lore for this drawing is that Link was trapped in Mario's love shack. I don't know, and he tried to escape but chose the wrong pipe. How could we forget, Froggy, the sheer sexual potency of booze? Well, Lady Bow, unless you don't count. There was a friend of like a not a friend, an artist, a mutual of mine that that recently made his OCs into cute boos. Maybe I should do that to Takoko. Could be fun. It's okay, no socks. Thank you for joining, though. We could use for this my altered idea for Peach's dress, which is like it has no shoulder, but I don't know. Yeah, showing shoulder do be big. Yeah, who doesn't get activated? Especially for boys. The music. I wish it was. I wish there was a list to this. Yeah, this is definitely Sonic City, I would have recognized it myself. Sonic City is not, yeah. Yep, I am doing it. And it's coming out pretty nicely, I think. You know, when there is something lewd but that I can kinda get away with drawing on stream, it's fun. So I'm probably not gonna choking. So I'm probably not gonna line it and color it. Like, you know, I don't wanna tempt fate too much. Like I will line it and color it just off stream, you know. Yeah, that was like, that wasn't a good decision. Sorry, chat, you missed me drawing in the nude. Damn, so sad, Vines. Yeah, it's always so hard to draw heels, and I've gotten good at it, but it's still a pain. I gotta say, it's funny that like some people really struggle with heels, and don't get me wrong, I struggle with heels. Like, they are a bitch to draw, but it's funny when you know, you can kind of tell when they never learned, and maybe they're good at everything else. So it's weird because like you see the rest of the picture and it's perfection. And then the worst eels I've ever seen. I mean, I struggle with walking heels, but you know, I've never tried over long distance. I'm decent at walking in heels, but like not that much. One day I'm gonna buy a treadmill just so I can show me strutting for the OnlyFans and stuff. Will I ever do? I had a couple of ideas. Yes, I would do. I will definitely do K-pop Demon Hunters art. I had an idea for Locktober of like trans Mira with an Honmoon cage, which I'm still probably doing. I just didn't have the time for it. Not trans Mira, trans Rumi. Sorry. That's so crazy. It's always so good when fun gets hired at some point. Ooh, damn. Not straight roads, dude. Fuck how young. Also, yeah, you may notice that heels take a while to make. Was that Sonic before the sequence is snag music from elsewhere and then fuck up for to do the music? See, sometimes working for free helps. I mean, I'm not sure if you work for free. Sometimes, in certain occasions, working for exposure is actually a strat. The issue is you have to be sure you are enjoying it and other stuff. Because if not, it's easily a scam. Have you ever done work for exposure? I mean, sometimes, in the sense that sometimes I accept commissions, then I take ages to make them, and at some point I'm like, you know what, it's free. Sometimes I do that. It's a bad habit. I should not be doing that, and I'm trying to limit it, but sometimes I do that. Because I almost never ask for payment up front, because I know I would. I can forget. I have ADHD, and a lot of the times I can forget commissions. Yeah, but also don't do. Yeah, I should really not do that. I'm trying to learn not to do that. I'm raising my prices slightly so I have less commissions, You have to understand, commissions have been like the worst part of my job for years because I don't know how to handle them. And like I tried other stuff, but at this point, I think I should just raise the prices. Highest profile. What does it mean? Highest profile mean? I worked for a little bit. Your character is sometimes. Yeah, sometimes I consider that, but I don't know if I enjoyed it. I feel we would enjoy them. For a while, I was trying to make art for a video game called Down the Neko Hole. I'm not sure if this game, it was a porn game, obviously. I'm not sure if the game was ever released. But I kinda got kicked out of the project because it was too slow. Granted, I wasn't enjoying it that much. It was all Yuri and Futown female. So it was basically nothing of my usual stuff. And most importantly, the vast majority of the job was alts, because essentially I would need to like do a scene and then alter the scene for various stages of the scene, And let me tell you, that's how I discovered I hate doing alts. It's so boring. I don't like doing alts. Other than that, I haven't, like, it depends what you mean by high profile. The most I have ever earned from a single commission was 1,000. And it was Boskies. It was Bosky. Like, basically they told me I want a cross-dressing Link comic with monsters, maybe some moblins and stuff. I give you mostly full reign on what to do. I have the budget of 1,000. Go make what you can do. And to be fair, there was a commission, yeah. To be fair, nowadays there is no chance in hell I would make him pay just 1,000. Like, I know it sounds like heaven, but like 1,000 for all that is small, you know. But at the same time, I had mostly free reign, so it's like it was fun, so I don't regret it at all. Comics are hard, folks. Comics are really fucking hard. But yeah, the issue with working with high profile projects is that my ADHD gets really bad. Like, at some point, if I start to get bored or low energy on a project, I swear I get paralyzed. And it's very, very hard to keep on going with the project. Yeah, pretty much, Froggy. That's absolutely true. But yeah, I really wish I didn't have this ADHD that turns into laziness and procrastination. It sucks so bad. Don't you? Yeah, no, don't worry. Like, I can do commissions as long as you're patient with me. I absolutely can deliver. It's just that it's sad that it's, this is limiting. This is something I wish I didn't I don't have this ADHD and this paralysis, you know. Because also it's kind of mixed in with my inability to say no to people. And again, there's multiple of my commissioners in chat. Don't worry, I'm not talking about you. I enjoy doing commissions, especially for like frequent commissioners. I enjoy them as long as they're patient with me. It just sucks that sometimes I can be so forgetful and slow. I do have that rule. I do have that rule, absolutely. If I didn't have that rule, I would forget so many commissions. But again, I'm still moving along. I'm raising prices, which I know I kind of don't like raising prices, but like at some point I kind of have to, especially in this economy. And so I'm super grateful for people that commissions me. Maybe sometime I could do like if I didn't have this many porn commission, I would them on stream maybe. Yeah, just excuse me for this account. Yeah. Now, especially because like due to a certain to the decision of a certain orange man, the dollar is not strong. The dollar isn't strong at all, and I get paid in dollars. Yeah, there's always Picarto, that's true. Change to euro. Maybe. I'm considering this. I'm considering it, but I'd rather, like as long as I can go on without doing that, I don't want to do it, But if it gets really bad, I'm gonna change it to euro. Like, so far it's not unsustainable, but if the orange man does other fuckery and it gets really unsustainable, yeah, I will be forced to change it to euros because it's absurd. But it makes you think how, like, unstable life as an artist is, because like I think we can all agree that I'm not small. I'm not a small artist at this point. And still like I am comfortable, but like I am always like, everything could go bad very easily, Don't worry about it, Froggy. What song is this? I feel like I know it. It's very low. But yeah, due to the economy, I'm always glad to have like very understandable and recurring commissioners. The issue comes more along when there's like new commissioners that I don't know and they might be very, very fucking picky. Sometimes I don't know what people want from a commission. Like, they will straight up, like, ask me to have a different style. Like, bro, like, why are you commissioning me if you want this something that doesn't fit my style in the slightest? Iverson, don't worry. You can ask me. Like, yeah, I am busy, but, like, don't worry about it. If you are understandable commissioner, like really go for it. At worst I'll say no. The Pioneer list isn't big enough? I don't agree with that. Come on. Like, the worst I can say is not, Iverson. Yeah, like, if someone is known to replicate well, like, the one thing is, like, you can, like, if you're like, if you ask up front, oh, I get that joke now, Killaps. If you ask up front, hey, can you replicate this style? You know, that's a thing. But if you ask an artist to draw something and they start drawing in their style, and then you're like, no, can you change this? Can you change that in order to turn into something completely different? That's the issue, you know? That's where it annoys me. Because if you want me to replicate the style upfront, hell yeah, it could be a fun challenge, but I just have to know it upfront, you know? Arison, you are an angel for that, but at the same time, that's also a problem because, like, it's not a problem that you do good to do it, but sometimes the issue is very kind commissioners will tell you, oh, take your time, don't worry, and then never poke. Now, they never remind you, so you completely forget about theirs, and the most annoying customers instead get the thing first. Yeah, you need to be patient, but keep poking. That's important. The important is reminding. Someone take an art request on stream and suspicious they kept asking to change expression and stuff. Yeah, some people do that. Sometimes I feel like, wait, are you literally just asking me for outs? Like, it gets to a point. Maybe, wink wink. But you don't have to do this if you want. Don't worry. Now, I was saying that, yeah, sometimes oh, thank you, Emerson. Hello, Aero. Thank you so much, Harrison. And Froggy, enjoy the emotes too. You can now summon the Rat Prism. Alright, you have to thank Vine for the Rat Prism idea. Honestly, though, gift subs are very smart ideas for Twitch. They should do more stuff like that in other subscription, but I guess it only really works with Twitch. I mean, I gotta admit that sometimes it did take me a year for some commissions, but I guess on the flip side, I never make people pay early. Yeah, I know, I know. That's a big issue. Yeah, I do take too many comps. I will solve this. I promise I will solve it. Gradually. It will get better. I will select, I will raise my, I'm raising my prices. I will select more people. Sometimes I do wonder if I should make a no OC rule. But then again, I like to draw some OCs sometimes. It's just that not all OCs are created equal. What, Froggy? Yeah, all your things are OC. Yeah, no, I know. That's why I don't. And I enjoy drawing your OCs, but like, some people have kind of bad OCs. But then you make them good. Skill issue. Sounds like a silk issue. But do you consider a bad OC? I don't know. Like, I don't want to be live saying like what could be a bad OC, but there are some OCs I enjoy less, you know? I would say that I kinda didn't. There was a period at least where I got commissioned a bunch of Final Fantasy XIV characters. Yeah, sometimes it's not even a matter of bad, it just doesn't vibe with me, yeah. It's Aura. Yeah, all those Final Fantasy XIV characters in... Also, that's the thing, like, some commissioners give me... like, some people have... The issue with some OCs is not that I cannot make them good, is that then the commissioners wouldn't like the commissioner wouldn't like any changes to the design. So you're kind of stuck with a design you don't vibe with, you know? Also, yeah, I'm definitely getting sick. I can feel it. Hopefully, hopefully I will still be able to stream and draw nicely next week. Please, please. Sometimes it does happen. Sometimes it does happen, Froggy. Running from the case? A little bit, yeah. A little bit, but that will be more in the coloring phase, I think. Yeah, I think we cooked today. I mean, come on, you help me. Wait, Froggy, you literally sent me the pose idea. Yeah. Oh, now, Froggy, you feel ownership. Also, notice how today I never mixed you two up. The last Sunday was literally because you had the same colors on the chat. True, Samurai. Lay off the booze. Now, no. Who's gonna get the drawing in the divorce? Bye bye, Trap Gears. Have a good work. They're making out in the chat. Damn, love truly wins. Well, I can start lining a little bit. Not gonna line everything, but I can like the safest part. The armpit. Thank you, Daisy. When I'm locked in on a single drawing, I can be relatively fast. The thing is, I always jump between drawings. That's why it takes so long. The art streaming Sundays are a good exercise to lock in on a single drawing for a little bit. Yeah, you gotta be peeping. You also got a Marin. I am. I'm just like a week late. Oh no, you're. I'm not plugging in the sense that, yeah, there is a vlog channel. It's not real. It's very. How can I say? It's very rudimentary. Like it's just a place where I have my stuff. If you want, I'm gonna send it. It doesn't even have a profile pic. Yeah. Oh no. There it is. In case you're interested. Dang. I mean, we're getting drawing a link, getting spammed with smooshies. The greatest enemy of line art. Big curves with no detail. Go cook, Froggy. Bye bye. Okay, it's pretty good. See ya. I hate long curves. How's Rise on PC then? I am drawing a Link making out with a piranha plant. I mean, should be easy, Arrow. Just use the OP weapons. Yeah, it was suggested the other week, and I thought it was a fun idea, so why not? And it's coming out nicely. Thank you, Arrow. I love Rise. I really enjoyed Rise. It made me a Monster Hunter fan again. I guess the texture filtering is bad. I don't know. Of course, joystick. I mean, you could. Of course, it needs to be there. Here comes the slop, everyone. I hope you enjoy my fog slop. Apparently, the dev in Skyward Sword specifically, in Skyward Sword, he has some great DSL. Sometimes I wish I had bigger lips, IRL. But sometimes very big lips can look weird, and my lips aren't small either. Like, they're naturally kind of good. You know, sometimes the big lips demon kind of speaks to you. I now understand all people that get big lips through surgery and filler. Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, the good thing about filler is that it's removable. Like, you are not, you can just remove the filler, but people don't remove it. Again, I said once, if these bangs, like if these are successful, maybe we can make sequels, like maybe with a Cheep Cheep or a Boo. Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah, that one is good. I saw that. We could maybe stuff Link for Boos. Soul War. You cannot just add war to anything and like and like say that's that's a term. Like yeah, when I do missionary, it's vaginal cock war. Have you ever thought about that? Yeah, I know it's a real term, but some kings do be too complex, even for my mind. Is it in the same vein of Soul Excretion? That's another one. Yeah, Soul Excretion is a form of dronification. Yes, essentially. It's a form of dronification where you kind of poop away your soul. And it's usually like a slime or something. I'm never gonna be monetized on YouTube. I don't even come up with. I have no idea. Don't ask me. It is a little bit hypno-esque. There is also that, I think, Aero. I think it's a variant of that king. The streams here started so normal. We're talking about prehistoric animals, and then Still looks crash. Which monster animal will enjoy root beer floats the most? I'm gonna say Nibelschnarf out of name alone. I don't know why. We will still be talking about prehistoric animals if Link wouldn't get smooched by a giant plant on screen. Well, but there's nothing weird about it. It's just kissing a plant. Nothing weird. Chat. Bold. Bold. The less I think about Keizu, the better. The other girls came out. Giginox? Okay, Giginox I understand a little bit more. It's more sleek. I don't know, it's a little sleeker. The Jigen is a little sleeker. Yeah, I love this song, this music. It's Aquarium Park. I love it so much. I wasn't stuck, but I also listened to it for hours because it's so good. Ooh, yeah, boy, I can feel the sickness coming in. Is Mooch? That's a good question, actually. Which monster would I smooch? Golem Magala is kind of smoochable. You need to have lips to smooch. That seems a little bit racist. Not very woke of you. Okay, so if we are meaning smoochable in the obvious sense, what even has lips in Monster Hunter? Does Rajang have lips? Queso's lips. Real? I can't deny that. Vincent Sun, yeah, Vincent Sun does sound a little bit smoochable. Damn, this is a very on model Link, isn't it? Arrow, we can say that. Family stream. Monster energy drink. Yeah, I love Monster energy drink. The only monster fluid you should drink. No, you're right. You are the one that makes the chat more deranged. It's true, actually. I'm joking, don't worry. So, how many Monster Hunter devs are monster fuckers? Reasonable. Not enough. Too many and not enough. We're we are having some conflict in chat. See, in a world that's meant to divide us, this chat is filled with diversity, equality, and inclusion. See, Joystick, that's the problem. They only see two kinds. They see normal, which is monster fucking, and not monster fucking, which is political. Real? Wait, actually. I think this could be a little bit smaller due to perspective. Think of all the things you've done in your life. It all brought you to this moment. Arguing about smooching monsters on my chat. How many breads are waiting in line? What the fuck does it mean, how many breads are waiting in line? Too many to count. Do you count the number of bread? Yeah, do you count your bread? Yeah. No, you're right. I have a friend that's like, yeah, I am at my 454th bread. Left. I hate if someone explained me the heartbeat theory to me as a kid, and it scared the hell out of me. It scared the hell out of me. And as a kid, like, I was an impressionable kid, and I tried to get less emotional because of that fucking meme theory. I hate it. They should not tell that theory to kids. First of all, because it's probably completely wrong. Like, there is absolutely no reason to believe it's real. I think yeah, press garden. Man, T-Lopes is so goated. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, grandma money. I could buy 6 Soga again. Money well spent. Don't buy me Peak. I'm gonna buy it myself. How much is Peak? Can you, I am most imagining an arrow. You telling me like, hey, don't worry, I'm gonna buy you Peak. And you send me the gift and it's Silk Song. Yeah, we could. I wonder if we'll. Yeah, I'm gonna ask. I'm gonna ask Nat if she would enjoy to do a stream with you and me and stream Peak. It's probably the same team because tax is included. So it's probably gonna be $8 here too. I'm gonna ask Nat. Anyway, I think we are done for today. I am feeling a little weak. Hopefully tomorrow I won't be too destroyed. Have fun, Arrow. Let's see if there's anyone we can raid. No, that is so sad. Every time I do art streams, I have the most viewer. Like I have so many viewers, but I can never raid with them. Thank you, everyone. We also did that. I think this week's Palo Sunday came out really nice. I really like the end result of this. Did I save bot? Yes. Thank you all for joining. Have a good day. I will probably not be streaming tomorrow unless Nat and Darrow are only free tomorrow. And I'm not necessarily, I don't necessarily know what I will stream this week. On Thursday, Iron Warriors comes out. That will be our next big stream series. But before that, we're gonna do a couple of one shots, and maybe within Iron Warriors, we're also gonna mix in some Resident Evil 2, maybe. Anyway, thank you all for joining. Have a good day or night.